Hello everyone, and welcome back to Signs and Wonders Tarot. And what a week it has been. I started this week my morning walk thinking it's a check-in, it's kind of a meditation. I check in and I ask if there's anything that I need to read on with tarot. And I got a very powerful message back. Yes, there is something you need to read on. And it's an expression that came from a very strange book I read many years ago. A book by a Russian author, Ferdinand Ossendowski. And it's called Beasts, Men and Gods. And it's about he was a Cossack officer during the Bolshevik Revolution. It's about his flight from extreme cruelty and inevitable death across the Mongolian steppes. And along the way, as he's fleeing for his life over many months, he encounters Buddhist monks among the Mongolian tribespeople, I suppose, nomads. And some very strange things happen, and including his becoming aware of Buddhist mythology, kind of savior myth, Agharti, which is Shambhala, of course, and the king of the world, who would one day ride out on his white horse and save everyone. And what was the delay? This book was written in 1920, and this prophecy that he's recording in this book comes from 1890s. And the delay was the most evil among mankind have not been born yet. That was from the 1890s, recorded in the 1920s. The evil were there by the time he was fleeing across the steppes, trying to save his life. That phrase, expression, sentence stuck in my mind, and it was in the context on that innocent Monday morning walk. Just at the very start of this week, the context was tennis ball snatchers, baseball snatchers, adults feeling the need to snatch trophies from children at public sporting events. Then came the stabbing of Iryna Zarutska, and people just not helping her. And then came the slaughter of Charlie Kirk, and people gloating, and the house divided, and all of that. And it felt right to me in that moment to just go quiet, to process all of the things that were suddenly erupting in this world. But the thought in my mind throughout this week has been, I share a planet with these people. I share a consciousness with them. And I think it's a thought that we all have. What's wrong with people? Do I really share my space, my thought processes, my world with people this evil? On a superficial level, snatching a tennis ball or a cap or something from a child, and on this viscerally evil level of slaughtering a man because you don't agree with his opinions about things. And bearing in mind, I come from a country where we have the highest murder rate, we have the highest gender violence rates, farm murders, day-to-day atrocities. We have them all the time here. But these ones have really been high profile, from the trivial snatching from a child to the grotesque. And I'm going to do a mini Celtic cross. I've talked enough. I'm going to read on this evil that seems to be expressing itself amongst people. And I'm going to ask, and we have got a snoring dog in the background, I'm going to ask the situation, the challenge for us. Where is it coming from, the root of this evil? What is its goal? And advice to us in this mini Celtic cross, and where is it heading? Is it going to radicalize people even more? Is it going to get worse? Or is it going to wake people up at some level where they need to realize that they can't be so extreme. They need to become more spiritual, more forgiving, more compassionate. What's it going to do? That's where I am today. I thank you for joining me. And as I say, snoring in the background. Hopefully not too disturbing. I've had a very long run on the beach. Best possible way to spend a day, my opinion. Let's see what's going on. That's the mini Celtic cross. Two of Cups. Very nice energy for underlying energy. It's union. It's coming together and bringing energy. In this context, it's the male-female energy. The way this card is represented doesn't have to be that. It can be left and right. It can be anything. But unifying, unity, encouraging that connection, and that it's a human contact card, the Two of Cups. Very much so. So I'm encouraged. Let's see what the reading tells us. The situation we're in with this level of evil. I'm going to keep using the word evil. And we've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is one of my narcissism cards in the tarot. But that the real sense that comes from the Six of Pentacles in reverse is taking what's not yours. Whether it's a ball that a child caught or a father caught and gave to his child, or whether it's taking someone's life. It's taking what's not yours to take. It's a sense of entitlement, and that's why I say it has narcissistic energy for me, the Six of Pentacles. Taking what's not yours to take because you think you deserve it. Not putting into society, not contributing to society. Seeing the world as your playground where you can, not even your playground, your bounty that you can just take. What's the challenge? The conflict area, the test, the challenge for us. We've got the King of Wands in reverse. And this for me is leadership. It's very much a leadership card, this King of Wands. And it's in reverse, our leadership failing us. And certainly in my country, it's failing spectacularly. And has for a long, long time. Various incarnations of leadership failed in my country. It's been my experience of leadership pretty much throughout my life, with an odd rare exception, very rare. It's horrifying to me to see the failure of leadership in countries that I looked up to along the way through my life. And where are the leaders? Where are the people that should be expressing some kind of unifying Two of Cups vision, some sort of inspiration? Some goal for us as humanity that should pull us all together and should energize us and give us a new vision. We should be striving for things. And instead of striving, our society seems to be backsliding. There's no more vision, there's no more motivation, there's no exciting inventions. The only thing that's come along is AI, which I looked at recently, obviously, on this channel, which is scary and dehumanizing. And so that is our problem. Where are the people that should be? And whether it's a religious leader with the King of Wands, or a political leader, or someone with vision and creativity, our art as well is disintegrating into the most grotesque things. So what's at the root of all of this evil? What's causing it? Where's it coming from? Again, I've got a card of inequity, justice, and justice in reverse. And this justice card speaks to me more than just the Six of Pentacles in reverse energy of inequality. It speaks to me of karma and bad karma. Justice is about karma, what goes around, that energy. What I quoted at the beginning of this reading about the most evil aren't here yet. Well, they are now, and they certainly were at the time that that book was being written, and they have been here for the last century pretty much, in their full expression of evil. Why? because they're playing out some sort of karma. And this is kind of your last hurrah if you're on that side of the equation, and you think that this is your playground, that this earth is yours for the taking. You can take from the innocent. Well, this is your last chance, and you will be judged for it. You are being judged for it if that is how you are living your life in the most trivial way. The tennis snatchers, the baseball snatchers, in the most grotesque ways. The deaths this past week, and I know there have been many other deaths as well. I'm just honing in on those very high profile incidents. There have been other atrocities as well. So the thought, where our thoughts are coalescing, where the focus is right now with all of this, what are we all looking to in a kind of conscious way? And we got the Two of Wands, another two. Plans. Keep scooching, always scooching cards here. Two of Wands energy, planning. Again, the sense of leadership. How are we going to handle this? Is there someone that is in control of the situation with that Two of Wands? The Two of Wands always means to me energetically that there is someone plotting and planning. Someone who's got a global a vision in here. It's not necessarily a comforting vision in that Two of Wands for me. That possibly there's a suspicion that there is an energy that's directing all of this behind the scenes, that wants to take control, that's going to say, hey, I know what, this is how we'll sort it out. And these are the laws I'm going to pass, and these are the things I'm going to do, and it'll all be peaceful, and you'll all get along, because it's twos. And I just get a bit of a smell of that Two of Wands. Just saying. And that's why I'm doing this energy reading. Just saying, just testing, just to see what's really going on. Past energy, what's led to where we are now? Conflict, obviously, that's like a duh, but it's just confirming that we're a world that's in conflict. We're a human family that's in conflict. And the Five of Wands, the kind of conflict that the Five of Wands represents, it's competition and it's ruthless energy, and it's dog eat dog and fighting for the sake of fighting and not working together, not pulling together. It's dominance. I want to dominate you, whether it's countries trying to dominate each other through warfare or through trade wars or anything like that, and also groupings, fighting, in spiritual groupings, in racial groupings, anything like that. It's just fighting. And it's interesting, it's coming through for me as primitive level of conflict. Those wands look like clubs. They look like sort of cartoon characters, prehistoric. I'm going to bash you over the head with my club and drag you back to my cave. It's that kind of mentality. It's that primitive level of conflict that's just screaming through in that Five of Wands for me. Where are we heading? Are we heading towards more radical energy, a more divided world? Or are people going to start waking up and thinking, no, we can't go on like this. We can't keep fighting. We need to make our peace with each other. We need to come together. We need to blend our energies. We need to see each other as equals, very much in that Two of Cups. Where are we heading next short term? Wheel of Fortune is an interesting card because it's about timing. It's about divine timing. And it's that wheel turns, and that wheel turns through the signs, and we are shifting. We're turning through ages. We're going from the age of Pisces, the age of sacrifice, and a very spiritual energy, which has got maybe lopsided and fundamentalist and extreme, to a new age. And I don't mean it in the woo-woo sense of new age. I mean a new epoch. The Aquarian age, which has its own dangers inherent in it, but more equal, more community-based, more goal-focused, more adventurous and inventive energy, the great wheel turning, and we're all turning with it. There's the end of karma here, the last hurrah for the evil, the most evil, and then we get this shift. I'm getting goosebumps as I say that, because it's a very powerful shift. Positive. And it's orchestrated, it's divinely orchestrated. That Wheel of Fortune is not happening by chance. To us down here, it looks like, wow, where did that come from? Didn't see that coming. But it's orchestrated. I believe that we live in a conscious universe, however you want to describe that consciousness, and that it's not random. That's where I'm coming from. Advice to us as we struggle through this very dark time. And I've got the Ace of Pentacles, and it's in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles is reading for me like a kind of temptation, that offer. Doesn't normally read like that. Don't take that. Don't take what is offered. Why do I say that? Because of this Two of Wands over here. And the smell that I get off this card of who's coming along to say, I've got this. Trust me. Follow me. Don't worry. And this is an earthly leader, not a non-earthly leader. When I say that with the Two of Wands, don't misinterpret what I'm saying. That's a leader down here on earth. That's with us now already. When that Two of Wands, don't follow it. Don't take that coin. Don't be seduced by what is offered to you. Outcome. Ooh, we got the Three of Swords. Hard times aren't going to end anytime soon. And unfortunately, with that card, even though there is a big turning coming, there is a lot of heartache still to come with that Three of Swords, like the kind of heartache that we've seen this week and we are all experiencing. We've got some suffering still to do at a very personal level, at a very human level. I'm sorry to see that energy. I'm not surprised, because I don't think anyone would believe a happy ever after card if it showed up there. At this point, I think we've just stepped into this washing kind of cycle, a shift. When I say washing, I mean like a washing machine, and we're going into a spin cycle now. That's how it's reading for me, Wheel of Fortune. And we're all in the spin cycle now. I think we've just dipped our toes in it in this September energy. Which I'm finding almost impossible to navigate. I'm feeling really exhausted, headachy. I'm struggling with it. There's more to come. There's more sorrow to come. But cling on to this Wheel of Fortune. It's not random. It's not random at all. And this is where we should be. And this is what's underlying this. That is the reading. And I wish you all well, and courage and fortitude. And I will see you again soon.